It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the New York Knicks in New York. For New York, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. Remember, when the New Orleans Pelicans were sold in 2012, the new ownership was eager to compete, trading for veteran talent to complement the #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis. Aside from a single playoff appearance, though, it's been mixed results.
Oh, mixed result, because sometimes when you try to take shortcuts, you get shortcutted and stuck. And that's what happened.
That's good life advice.
No question. You can't take shortcuts to greatness.
No.
You have to. There's another one. There's another jewel.
Yeah.
I tell you, let me give you another one. There's another jewel.
I'm just mining for nuggets over here.
I'll give you one more.
Yeah, give me one.
An ounce
of prevention
is worth better than a pound of
cure.
There it is. There's another one.
Yeah. An apple a day
keeps the
doctor away.
Oh,
no. Well, obviously it doesn't, because we both had apples, but you're still here.
Yeah. And you know, those memories of losing Chris Paul is still fresh. They're going to have to start winning to keep Davis around.
Chris Paul? No, that's like 15 years ago.
Doesn't matter. The memories are still there.
Man, I forget what we were even talking about. Give me another old adage there.
I got one. The memories are still there.
The bigger they are,
in the air,
the harder they fall.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Welcome to New York City, the home of the Knicks. And, of course, Rajon Rondo. They'll need someone to fill his role.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
So the Pelicans win the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Mirotic is out there with Randall. Then there's Elfrid Payton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Davis at the 5 down low. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it. 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you, it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. So the reality is what we need to do is address the schedule. And you're starting to see that. Shortening the preseason, stretching out those windows where you're not getting 4 games in 5 nights and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
Excellent. And both free throws good for Payton. Here's Moutier. Beasley the screen. Moutier dishes to Cantor. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
And this is why Cantor is a fantastic pick-and-roll option. He's big as a screener and a superb roller.
Mirotic the screen. Back to Holiday. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Here's Ntilikina. He kicks to Cantor and stolen by Mirotic from 12 feet out. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Holiday.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
Beasley the screen. Pass to Moutier. Lets it go with a three. Nailed from three-point land. Moutier's got himself on the board with three there. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Payton kicks to Davis. To the paint. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Here's Ntilikina. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Cantor with a screen on Holiday. Down low. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here is Holiday. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And the Knicks with possession here. Following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. And Cantor throws it down.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
To the middle. Tries to save it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk to Alvin Gentry a few minutes ago. He said that interior presence is #1 on their list defensively. He told me that they have to make it difficult inside and close out the passing lanes to prevent easy looks in the paint. We'll see if that works for him, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Inside, Davis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now, here's Cantor. 17 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
And so here is New Orleans, following the score by New York. Here's Randall. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Hardaway. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Davis. Excellent D from Cantor.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Well, we call that crowding the shooter, right? You don't give up an inch. It's just perfect defense.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game.
Timeout, gentlemen. 2 shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Beasley.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Payton. New Orleans in the lead. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. Here's Beasley. Tries again. And the layup is good.
The initial miss was the best thing that could have happened to them. He was in absolutely perfect position for the putback.
Davis sets a screen. With the teardrop. And Holiday with the lay-in. Good. Holiday's got 6.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
Now here's Beasley. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Payton can't get that one to fall. New York trailing. Beasley dishes to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Randall with a screen for Payton. Kicks to Davis. To the inside. Randall passes to Davis. Shoots over Cantor. And it's Davis missing.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Hardaway with it. Now defended by Randall. Beasley. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. He has 5. New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here is Holiday. D right on him. Beasley with the rebound. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Here's Ntilikina. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 4-point New York lead.
Yeah, Ntilikina there attacking the rim. An explosive long guard who can get to the rack with the best of them.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So New York ends up going with the new group. 5 on the clock. Moore with the bucket.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Use the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
Lee outside. Screen by Lee. And here is Burke. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Off the screen. And Thomas with the stuff.
I think defensively, this is where Lance can surprise you, right? Thomas is a well-schooled player who can score off the drive.
And Moore kicks to Liggins. He feeds it to Ajinça. There's the screen. The pass to Diallo. Here's Clark. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know. And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second.
Well, Jeff Hornacek was chosen to be the head coach of the New York Knicks with the understanding that the triangle offense would be part of the system put in place. Now, with the change in the front office, that is no longer the case, guys.
New York leading by 3. Thomas dishes to Lee. Here's Clark, covered by Lee. From 12 feet out. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy.
Here's Azania. Here's Thomas. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They set the pick. Here's Moore. Ajinça. That shot misses. So New York will take it the other way. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
From deep, Moore. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, you know, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
And both free throws good for Lee.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Moore with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Clark, covered by Lee. Clark, the pass to Diallo. Chalk up 2 there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now Burke, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the rejection by Ajinça. And it's in there. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Exactly the kind of ball movement they're looking for.
Thomas a screen. Burke kicks to Lee. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
Well, this guy, Courtney Lee, has worked so hard to become a complete offensive player, that time getting the look inside.
Ajinça the pass to Diallo. To the middle. It's tipped. Right block shot. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. Good work there as it goes. New York leading by 3. They set the pick. To the middle, off the pick, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
Clark kicks to Diallo, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
For New Orleans, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And that one misses. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Burke. It's hauled in by Diallo. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clark dishes to Moore. We've got 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's the screen. Here's Clark. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks. They're up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
Here's Azania. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got DeAndre Liggins. Ejuan Moore is out there with Ian Clark. Then it's Alexis Ajinça, and it's Diallo in at the 4. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Doris, you respect the art of the assist. You always have. That's part of your DNA. In the NBA now, which guys, in your opinion, are the most fun to watch in terms of their playmaking ability?
Well, I'd be interested in your take on this, but you could make the case that it's a non-point guard who's the best pure passer in the NBA. When a guy like LeBron James is differentiating between teammates about how they want to make the catch. One guy wants the ball on the seams, one guy doesn't care, and LeBron James goes to try to fit the needs of those players. Kev, come on, how good is that?
Well, it's the best. And you know what? I think we're seeing, when we talk about a positionless game, I think everybody's got that nice ability to pass the ball. I think they've even taken more to an art form where they take pride in the way they set up a teammate. The passing has never been better.
Agreed.
Now here's Moore. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Here's Thomas, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And New Orleans gets called for the foul.
Well, this guy combines hard work and intelligence. Lance Thomas baits the defender into committing that foul.
And Lance Thomas, a bit of a tweener forward. You can fill in at either spot and eat minutes for a team while Doris still giving you solid production at both ends of the floor.
Right. What Lance brings is a guy who can play with his back to the basket or facing up. Decisive with his movements when he has the ball. Consistency, I'd say, is the only issue for him at times.
Free throw good, Thomas.
Well, how about this guy? Undrafted after winning a national championship in college at Duke, Lance Thomas, one of those classic glue guys.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Moore outside. Passes to Diallo. Can't hit that one.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
The three. Rebound by Agenza. Pelicans trail by 6. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Yep, that one goes. Diallo's got 8.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Now here's Burke. Looking for his first basket still in this one. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Lee. Thomas got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
Well, this guy known for terrific shot selection. Thomas getting that one to go from high percentage range.
And here is Moore. And there's the feed to Agenza. And the jam by Agenza.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And it's Lee penetrating. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Lee's got his second bucket.
And when Lee is using that speed on the attack, he's very dangerous. Crafty, nifty, shifty, you name it, he's got it.
Now here's Moore. They set the screen. Floats one, and it's good on the layup.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup, the teardrop.
Lasagna, the pass to Lee. Thomas kicks to Lee. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, it was a rough night for him. A lack of focus, I felt like, led to way too many mistakes.
I think you're absolutely right. Too careless with the basketball. I don't think you can expect to win when you're giving away that many opportunities.
And you look at Courtney Lee, a consistent presence at the shooting guard spot. You know, Doris, you know what you're going to get out of him from night to night.
There's real value in understanding you're going to get a tough defender, a guy who can space the floor on the offensive end, and he's not shy about doing the dirty work, Kev. He'll dig in and do the little things that help you win ball games.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Now here is Holiday. 6 points for him. Pass to Mirotic. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
They get the rebound. Here's Cantor. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Cantor's got 6 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies and wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. New Orleans shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Doris, you were born in New York, became the first female analyst to ever call a Knicks game. Talk about the emotions that night, having traveled that incredible journey.
You know, Kev, it was both magical and nerve-wracking. You know, I grew up a Knicks fan when there was a healthy Bernard King, and the league had absolutely nothing for him when he was doing work on the low post. Hubie Brown was an idol of mine. But it was also nerve-wracking to be the first woman to sit in Clyde Frazier's seat. It was sort of awe-inspiring and a ton of fun.
Now here is Davis after Enes Kanter's miss.
Boy, a wide-open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
Here's Ntilikina. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Yeah, and I love seeing him shoot from that spot. Ntilikina has shown he has a consistent mid-range jump shot if he can just create space.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Holiday. Hardaway kicks to Kanter. Here's Ntilikina. No good there. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. 5-on-3 break. Holiday inside the line. They grab their own miss. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Anthony Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that. I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
An easy layup after coming off the pick. Ntilikina's got 4 points this quarter.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
Now here's Payton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Davis in the corner. Misses off the left iron. The Knicks leading by 5. Hardaway with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got 5.
Well, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Payton dishes to Mirotic. Randall against Hardaway. With some arc, and it's Randall getting it to go. Randall's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Moutier. He has 5. There's a screen by Kanter. Pass to Ntilikina. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Mirotic has a wide open look, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Mirotic has got himself on the board with 3 there. There's a screen by Kanter. Outside Hardaway, trying to find Moutier, gets it to him, off the pick, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And with Moutier, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Moutier, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him, and you can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
First free throw is good.
And they've done a better job at the line this quarter. They've got that free throw percentage up to almost 90%.
Both free throws good from Moutier.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Payton passes to Davis. And that one goes long. The Knicks leading by 5. Beasley kicks to Moutier. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
76% on the season from the foul line.
One shot.
And if they stay this hot from the line, there's a good chance they'll hang on to that lead. They're at about 90% for the game.
Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Pick by Randall. They set the screen. Davis dishes to Payton. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Ntilikina. Over to the left wing. Here's Hardaway. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Knicks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Pelicans trail by 7. Davis in the corner. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Moutier. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Here's Payton, following the score by New York. Dishes it to Davis. Back to Payton. There's the 3. The Knicks pull it in, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And when things started to go wrong for them in that game, boy, did they ever go wrong. They just could never get back on track in that game.
Stretches where they strung some good plays together, but then long stretches where nothing worked. No consistency.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pelicans trail by 9. Holiday, the pass to Randall. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Randall's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Diallo, he's checked in for Randall. DeAndre Liggins checks in for Mirotic. Clark, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Moore subbed in for Payton. Now, here's Burke. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Boy, the defense was in perfect position, but it simply didn't matter. He's just too skilled, too good.
To the inside. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's stolen by Davis. And Moore kicks to Liggins. Here's Clark. The wing jumper off target.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Thomas, no luck.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
And Liggins kicks to Moore. Diallo the pass to Moore. Feeds it to Liggins. 6 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. He can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. They've packed their bags for a long one as that'll be the first of 7 straight on the road.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And so here is New Orleans. The Knicks making the shot. There's a good screen. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. 55 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Azania. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Pelicans trail by 11. Clark for 3. Sinks the triple. Clark's got 8 points.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Burke with it. Moore's there. Burke kicks to Hazanya. And Davis sends it back. Here's Clark. 11 points last game. Here's Liggins. True on the 14-footer. Liggins has got his first 2 points.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Burke with it. Over in the corner. Lee. They set the pick. Stolen away. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They really touched on the right formula in the second quarter as they were able to pull out to a 6-point lead before the halftime break. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Well, he has been in the grill of his man all night. He's used his reach to turn away those shots. You have to love the defensive effort.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. They've got Enes Kanter, Ntilikina out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Beasley in at the 4 slot. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. the paint, mid-range, and shots from deep all broken down for the Pelicans.
And one thing they can definitely improve on is their work from three-point range, especially from the corners. That's an area of the floor that has been a black hole for them this season. If they can start to get some points from the corners, it'll really open things up for them.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Pelicans trail by 7. Davis sets a screen, and Holiday kicks to Payton. The Knicks pull it in. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
4 on the clock. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And now to our rookie leaderboard for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. Well, you look at Ntilikina, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Now here's Moutier. Inside, Beasley. Missed inside. In a draft stacked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. There's the pick. Beasley in the post. He's defended by Randle. Cantor dishes to Beasley. And Davis sends it back. And Mirotic kicks to Holiday. Here's Randle. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And here are the Knicks now. 2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Outside Hardaway. To the middle. And Davis sends it back.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the 2nd half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
That one goes in. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game, a great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam and where he can be tough to contain.
Pelicans trail by 6 from 13, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Randall's got 9 points. The Knicks have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Moutier passes to Beasley. Canner in the corner. Beasley in the post. Randall on him. No good from Beasley.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Hardaway against Mirotic. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis. The Knicks leading by 4. Beasley outside. Here's Ntilikina. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 8 points for him. Here's Payton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The dish to Randall. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. For New York, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Davis. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite certainly. But Doris, I've heard you say on more than one occasion you'd love to see a 3-on-3 competition.
Kevin, I think if you're trying to learn the game of basketball, putting yourself in a situation to play 3-on-3 is one of the greatest ways you can develop your game. One, it teaches you how to pass and cut, right? You cannot be...
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Well, Greg, I think I love the timeout call. At least it gives you a shift in momentum. It's a smart move.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Mirotic. Getting around 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
Payton kicks to Mirotic. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Enes Kanter. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 9th in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven and he competes with you for the entire game. New York moving it around. Here's Moutier. And again, it's New York.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pelicans trail by 13. Now Payton. He kicks it to Holiday. Back to Payton to end the run. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Two.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And so he's able to get one of two. Pelicans trail by 14. Randall with the ball. Beasley covering. And it's blocked. Right side Hardaway. Lays it up off the glass. Hardaway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Payton, and it's blocked. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 11. Now here's Moutier. Pass to Ntilikina. Beasley the screen. Shot off the pick. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Holiday. Out to Payton. Outside Holiday. Mirotic the screen. Floats one. It's blocked.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Pelicans trail by 18. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Diallo, he's checked in for Julius Randle. DeAndre Liggins checks in for Mirotic. Clark, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Payton. They get a hand on it. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Hezonja, and the layup falls. Hezonja's got 5 now. Pelicans trail by 20. Moore outside. There's the pick. Down low, Diallo, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Boy, that's what you call timing. He doesn't have to break stride on the pass.
Burke dishes to Lee. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, this is the classic 3-and-D guy, right? Lee just taking care of his role.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Clark. He's got 8. He dishes it to Ajinça. It's rebounded by New York.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Hezonja gets it to go.
You really like to see Lee move the ball like that on offense. It just helps their flow.
And Moore kicks to Ajinça. Inside, here's Liggins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Pelicans have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. The Knicks leading by 23. Here's Burke. It's Clark with the rebound. Lee with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And Lee with the stuff.
Now, just the patience and confidence of Lee. He can beat you in so many ways with his shooting and slashing ability.
The Pelicans shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Clark. He's got 8. It's deflected.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Thomas passes to Hazania, and it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Here's Lee. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Clark. And again, no good by New Orleans. And Burke has it in the corner. Cans it from downtown. Burke's got 5 now.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Clark dishes to Ajinça. Got a piece of it. Here's Liggins. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. 2 on the clock. That's tipped. Here's Lee. Back to Burke. Pelicans pull it in. Ajinça's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Clark kicks to Liggins. Buries it from 3-point range. Liggins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Hazania's shot is off.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Clark for 3. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Burke can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. And Liggins kicks to Clark. Teardrop shot, and the layup is good. 10 points for him.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
There's a minute left in the 3rd. Thomas passes to Hazania. Over in the corner, Lee misses the 3. Well, for New Orleans, shooting terrible so far in the second half, down around 26%. And Liggins kicks to Diallo. Offensive rebound, and the basket by Liggins.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Screen by Lee. Burke dishes to Lee. Kicks to Thomas. A floater. 2 points. That one goes. Thomas got 10. Clark. The shot. No good. And so it's the New York Knicks in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
can't get our heads down, all right? We just got to get something out of this. I mean, it's a long, long season. So we still got to have something positive to come out of this.
Moments ago, Alvin Gentry just wants his guys to compete.
And at a certain point, you're just hoping to kind of rebuild your confidence. Make a play or two, something, anything to just build some momentum.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Diallo out there with DeAndre Liggins. Then there's Davis. Then there's Etuan Moore. And it's Clark in at the two-guard spot. Burke kicks to Thomas. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Clark for three. Up again. A rebound by Hazanya. The Knicks leading by 21. Burke, the pass to Lee. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Lee's got 9 points here in the second half.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
And here is Burke. Thomas kicks to Hazanya. Liggins with the rebound. Liggins has got his third rebound on the night. Here's Clark. Here's Davis. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, this guy does some tough work on the glass. Battles as hard as anybody for those second chance opportunities.
New York calls timeout. Greg, from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
Here's Moutier, and Davis sends it back. The pass to Mirotic. He feeds it to Randall. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis. The Knicks leading by 21. To the wing right side. Moutier dishes to Beasley. Here's Hardaway. And the shot falls short this time. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Outside Holiday. Picked by Randall. Off the screen. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Offensive rebound, and it's good for 2. And it's 9 points for Beasley.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
Payton passes to Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 21 in the game.
Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev, but he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
Passes to Cantor from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Mirotic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now the feed to Randall. Shoots over Cantor. And he can't bank that one in. The Knicks leading by 21 to the paint. And it's Beasley, that time in the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And Doris looking at the financial health of the league. Tremendous TV ratings with the finals coverage again. Nearly half the teams valued around $1 billion, which to me is just unfathomable. Are we in the golden age of professional basketball in this country, of the NBA?
I think certainly we are in one of the great generations for the NBA. And think about this. I know soccer is the most popular game worldwide, Kevin, but increasingly basketball beyond the borders of the United States is one of the most popular and fastest growing sports. So I don't think there's any question the NBA is at its peak of its popularity with no end in sight. And I think there's a reason for that. You know, I think there's something very tangible and touchable to the NBA fan. Look at a guy like Steph Curry. He looks like every man, and yet he's finding tremendous success. That's appealing to NBA fans of the next generation.
Here's Davis, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Moutier. Dishes to Cantor. Pass to Ntilikina. Trying to find Cantor, gets it to him. No problems knocking that one down.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
Payton in the corner, takes a three, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Ntilikina. Over Holiday. Beasley outside. Moutier with a screen for Beasley. It's rebounded by Payton.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
The Knicks leading by 18. Feeds it to Moutier. That one doesn't go. Good D by Payton. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Moutier with the basket. And the Knicks lead by 18. New Orleans has gotten just one of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Holiday kicks to Payton. Davis sets a screen. It's Davis on the wing. Outside Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Just 3 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. Second shot opportunity. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Davis. New York leading by 16. Moutier dishes to Hardaway. He kicks it to Beasley. Back to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
And finished off by Davis.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Moutier pass to Beasley. Over Davis. That one off the back iron and out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Over in the corner, Randall. Payton outside. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 6. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Julius Randle. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Moutier kicks to Hardaway. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. Pelicans trail by 14. Payton dishes to Randall. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Payton passes to Randall. Outside Holiday. Clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. They grab their own miss. It's good. 34 points for Davis.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Here's Ntilikina. Cantor kicks to Beasley. Back to Cantor. New York moving it around. Unloads from 13. And that one is good by Beasley. And the Knicks lead by 13.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Here's Randall. Here's Davis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Davis has got 36.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Cantor with it. Now Payton defending. Cantor dishes to Beasley. There's a screen by Cantor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Holiday.
And Ntilikina, he possesses that unselfishness that really allows his guys to play their best basketball. You got to love his approach.
And that one falls for Ntilikina. And he makes the first but misses the second. Pelicans trail by 12. The wide open look here for Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
New Orleans gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The Knicks leading by 12. There's a screen by Cantor. Pass to Ntilikina. For 3, Beasley in for his 7th make in 13 tries.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Courtney Lee.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He came off the bench to give them a major boost and prevent 2 straight losses. That's just the kind of contribution you're hoping to get from your bench. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Davis against Beasley. To the middle, here's Randall.
Well, you have to like that Cantor gets active on the defensive end. This is the area of his game that he continues to work on.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Mirotic. Cantor with a screen on Payton. Hardaway from outside. Great D that time from Payton. Pelicans trail by 15. Here's Mirotic. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish. And when Mirotic first came over to the NBA, he made a big splash, showed that he can act as that stretch four and contribute. Unfortunately, he just hasn't evolved as a player since that rookie year.
One shot, gentlemen.
On the free throw, no good. And for Mirotic, a lot of his lack, Greg, of progression as a player has come from inconsistency.
And you can see it in his field goal percentage as well as when he plays. It needs to find more consistency in every facet of the game. But young enough, I think, to still make that happen.
It's stolen by Moutier. Here's Hardaway. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Randall's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Mirotic's shot is off.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Now the dish to Cantor. Pass to Beasley. Back to Cantor. Over Davis. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And defensively moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Goes up at the stripe. Jump shot is good. And that's now 8 points for Drew Holiday.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for New York.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Davis has got 38 points. Here's Ntilikina. He dishes it to Moutier. Beasley with a screen on Payton. Moutier kicks to Beasley. Back to Moutier. 5 on the clock. Floats one up, and he gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 15.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.